wind down. We're in the business class lounge at Charlotte Airport. We're in North Carolina. Just flew in from Munich and got through security. Everything's been great. And now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, we're in the lounge. Let's try not to disturb everybody as we go. But let's try to get the grid going. Well, guess what? I was 4 minutes into the grid just now, and my computer decided it needed to do an update restart. So I'll go ahead and pull that back up again, and we'll continue where we were at. Maybe a couple of highlights here. I thought was really interesting is that the asterisk made a star, and we have a tisk tisk in text speak, which was shaking my head. I came up with Taos as the New Mexico art locale. This is such a mess. I mean, it's just so awkward, but I just want to solve my grids with you guys. So please forgive this mess. The laptop's jumping around. This is just uncomfortable. I get it. So it is, but maybe you'll get to see some cool landing or something out here. But I think the camera's focused solely on me here. So Bay Area airport code could be SFO. Now, I did share a while ago. Treasure holder is a chest. But in German, that's a Schatzkiste. And I think that's a really cool word. I mean, just wanted to share that. Not sure why or whatever, but. And we'll be back a week from today in the studio in Bavaria, and all the whistles and bells will be there. So no more of this awkward stuff here. But I am determined we're going to do these grids together as long as you'll have it. And again, many apologies for the audio. I'm wearing the dorky headset at least today. That might help with the sound. In the meantime, though, I'm just so glad that you're here. Again, as always, my name is Christopher, and I'm delighted that you're here to solve this grid with me, even in the most awkward of places like an airport lounge. So they may be forced or unforced, could be errors. And I'm trying not to shake the laptop too much. Let's see, Philippa of Hamilton, and I can never remember her name. Oh my gosh. Accompany as a dance, maybe escort. Um, is it Sue? Sweet mate could be a roomie. Adjust my sleeve real quick. Everything's so delicate and awkward. I think it is Sue. Okay, series of professional calls as by doctors, and that's called rounding. All right. So, and even those of us who are hospital administrators who work in quality and safety, high reliability, we also round, but no one looks forward to seeing us come around because we're always there to complain about something being unsafe. Central area of Minneapolis. What do you think? Maybe a courtyard? I'm going to go with a courtyard. I mean, why not? Some upscale hotels would be Omnis. I was doing some grids from the past. I went back to 2014 while I was on the flight. I downloaded a whole bunch of them. If you want to have a real challenge, let's say you're really good at solving the grid, but you want to just like challenge yourself, go back to a Friday or a Saturday in, say, May of 2014, like I just went through on that flight. That is a kick in the pants. I'm telling you. It's like, oh my God, all the relevant stuff, all the topical nature. It's not that they were harder back then. It's that what was on topic, what was on the tip of your tongue, what was normal or relevant at the time is no longer a thing. It's so crazy. So, mountain crest could be a ridge. Let's see, illegally fixes. This is a new thing in the grid. I'm kind of liking it though. So here we've got this study abroad program on a ship, and apparently this is a semester at sea. I've never heard of one. If I had known that existed way back when I went to university, I would have had to find a way to do that. By the way, it's so weird because I can't do anything about the fact. Usually I have my monitor and it's over here where I'm looking. So it looks like I'm looking at the grid, but I know I'm looking the opposite direction of the grid, but I can't help it because it's just how this is working. I, again, am so sorry. I'm going to shut up now about that crap. Quiet Place in a Church is an apps and kids game that may be played on a road trip. I spy with my little eye. So more spunky could be feistier. There are no pros, maybe cons. Oh, they got caught. No, I know it's a convict joke. I see. Is this an First time I think I've seen that bird named for its beak's shape, and I think that's a shoebill. I'm I I didn't study any of the aviary sciences. It's crosswordies. Neither is partner, maybe nor. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get back up here. Kind of get in some sort of order. Krypton or argon is a gas. I think noble gases. Fancy party could be a gala. Part of a brain connection, maybe an axon. Let's see. X or Y on a graph is an axis. Nice. Ignore suspicious behavior. Or a hint to the circle letters. So, get, okay, we'll look at that in a second. But right now, I guess we're looking at look the other way. The other way. Let's see, one of the Obamas, and I guess we're talking about Sasha, and that's nice because it's really difficult. Because three of them have the same, 5 letters. You're looking at a 5-letter blank, you're like, okay. We had an essay though, it made it better for us, right? So we got the Sasha, yes. Sweet, swirly dessert item, and I think that might be a Swiss roll or a Swiss cake. I'm not sure. Extremely serious could be dire. And let's see, yes votes that are an anagram of other yes votes. Interesting. Eyes. Okay, very nice. And damage could be harm. And sweet. Yeah, I think we got a Swiss something, way of sending text speak. Interesting clue. I'm going to put Swiss in. I don't know what we've got here. Purple flecked root vegetable. I guess that would be taro. That I'm familiar with. So I guess we're talking about a roll. We'll check ourselves though. Norway's biggest city is Oslo. I've yet to go. I'm dying to go. But I'm going to wait until the summer, I think. It's cold enough in Bavaria. I don't need to be going to Oslo. I'll stay out of the Scandinavian countries in the winter, if at all possible. I wouldn't mind going to Iceland, though, and staying in the ice hotel, though. It's full of cones and rods. Is it our eye? Stance for a yoga beginner. I was once one of those. I think we're talking about a tree pose, and I guess we do have an eye, but we'll check it, make sure I'm not purple fruit used. Now we're talking about slow berries. Okay, very cool. Foes opposite, maybe an ally. I'm sorry for the laptop bouncing around. It's on my knees. It's just this is all just crazy. But I'm pretty sure this is a Merlot. I'm not sure. They just give you a glass. You ask for a glass of red wine, they give you red wine. It's like here's red wine, but not bad. So yeah, again, come on in, take a sip, wind down. My name is Christopher. I'm delighted that you're here to awkwardly solve this grid with me. Okay. Small Spanish dishes, tapas. When Shotzi and I were in Spain a couple of months ago, oh, I just loved the tapas. Gosh. Poker buy-in could be the ante. And as we learned yesterday, we need to feed the kitty. A period of time could be an era. Greek marriage goddess, yes. And the goddess of childbirth, I think. Let's see, funding sources for many labs. And I guess these would be looking at the numbers here, probably federal grants. We'll check it because I don't know for sure. And oh, well, I gotta remember. And let's see, actor Malek, who played Freddie Mercury. Yes, that was Rami. I love him. He is such a good actor. Dressed like many superheroes, maybe masked. Okay, well, that's fun. Maybe slow mo. What we got here? Let's see. I see. Maybe gotcha. Or got it. Check ourselves. It comes with a charge. Maybe an ion. Look, I've been awake for a long time, and you know what's amazing is that vanity's not taking over. I know I look awful, but it's okay because I'm just a dude. It's quite all right. Conclusion could be the end. Roe v. Wade. That's one of the most commonly asked questions I get from Germans as a German American living in Bavaria. They always want to know what's going on with that, and they want to know about the Supreme Court. It's a very big topic for people. It's not a political thing. They just want to know what's going on, and that's the thing that they're getting in the news more than anything. It's very interesting. Dumps from the payroll, maybe fires. So explicitly said, maybe stated. 2.0? I don't know. Secure again as a door. Maybe relock? I don't think I'm familiar with that at all. Let's see here. What is going on? What is this right here? 2.0. I guess I'm not picking that up. Entree, I think, is our main dish. And let's see. Courier and Ives. So we've got a delta here. Yeah. And okay. Rip could be to tear. Snowy getaway. How about a ski resort? I mean, we'll see. And I think we have Annie here. And yes, we do have an Axon. So I don't know. How do we do, Bob? Well, one thing for certain, we didn't have any issues with the volume on that. I don't know if y'all can hear it as loudly as I did, but yeah, taking our time through this 15 minutes, not a bad Monday time, but we don't really worry about time here. We're too worried about gas bagging our way through this stuff and just chatting and having a good time like we do. But this has been so much fun. I've got about an hour until it's time to hit the gate, so I think I can upload this and get this out to everybody. If you're one of our European community members, or from further abroad, I'm so sorry for the time delay. I mean, I was on a flight, and the Wi-Fi on the flight is not good enough to do a grid. It wasn't even good enough to surf, so it was kind of a waste of money. But it's been a real pleasure. I just want to say thank you for being here, um, putting up with this mess. I know it's so awkward, but I'm just glad to do the grid with you. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. And I will see you. We'll see you in the morrow, and hopefully I'll get around to getting these shot first thing in the morning, so it'll be at a normal time to Central European time. Cheers. Be well to yourselves, your friends, and your family, and your neighbors. All that good stuff. Would be especially kind to that person behind you in the queue. Take care now. Be well.